Hello and welcome back to our Final Fantasy X HD Platinum walkthrough. We're entering the Zanarkand Cloister of Trials. And this is the first Cloister of Trials that I have edited. Because it's very simple, provided you have good eyesight. And I must have played this while I was half asleep because I screwed up like a million times. So I'm only going to show you the successful routes. So it's very simple. You're shown some Tetris shapes and you got to step on those shapes. So the shapes are on the floor. There's the first red, the bottom T piece. I am referring to these as Tetris pieces. There's the L block. Now we got to get the green Z. Remember, there's always two types of Z, right? I hate those Zs. So there's the other T. You can sort of see where they are on the floor, but if you're stuck, just follow the video. I'll be getting them all, and that's fine. One thing to note, there is no destruction sphere here yet. We have to come back for it. You see me, what do I need? What do I need? I need the green Z, but where is it? I can't figure it out! You can see roughly the layout of the pieces on the floor. Like, you can tell that's a white square, because it's got 3 around it, and the white, like the step-on floor glyph thing is in the corner of it. So there we go. You gotta kind of tell from where the step-on is, but don't worry, I'll be showing you them all anyway. So, conquered that. Some pedestals slide out of the wall on both sides of the room, which is very nice. We can always use more pedestals. Wouldn't be a Cloister of Trials without them, really. And the door opens. So, the next room has a lot more of these, but to activate them we have to push in some pedestals. So just walk up to the pedestal until Tita starts a pushing, and whoosh. Each of the 4 corner pedestals can be pushed in. The other 2 are for spheres to be placed into, but we'll get to that. Don't worry about it just yet. So we pushed in the bottom left, so that's what we're going to do now. You can see it on the screen there, what we need. 2 reds, a yellow, another red, 2 blues, a Z. So let's pick them up. There, huh? So you gotta figure out where they are. There's the yellow, the L piece. There's a red, there's the Z. Now we need another blue, which is right by the entrance. Right there. And then the 2 Zs, which we can pick up from the bottom of the stairs here. So that was quick and easy. Yep, there we go. So that's the second trial finished. Let's say. That's the second trial finished. So the floor lights up. Nice. Nice. I don't know what it means. Let's find out. So, we want to head back to the other room. Yep, head back. Don't worry, Titus. Keep going. Push in this top left pedestal. That one has a sphere-shaped recess. We can't push it, but we can push this one. And it goes. And of course, that activates another set. 2 reds, 2 blues, 2 Zs. Should be easy, right? You'd think. I find the green Zs are the hardest to pick out. So, from down here, we'll grab that Z. Grab that red. Close off the reds with that one, and we've got them. There's our other Z. So now we just need 2 blues. There's one there, and there's one just below it. Not so hard, right? Whoosh! And of course the floor will light up again. Ooh, spooky! Alright, so, back to the previous room. To push in one of the pedestals on the right. Let's go for the top right, because it's the closest. And another set. Now we got 6 reds, 2 blues, and 1 green. 6 reds may seem like a lot, but the reds are the easiest ones to spot, because they're just, you know, they're small, they're quite obvious. So we're picking them up. Want to avoid that green one, because that is facing the wrong direction. Oh, I got a text. How annoying. Now, that's one of the blues we want. There's a red. There's another red beside it. Well, to the right. So that's our green. That's handily picked up there. And I believe this is the blue. So we still got a couple more reds to pick up. They're just down from here. There's one. And not that. but a little further down, there's the other. So, that's trial number 4. Only one left. It's almost disappointing as the last Cloister Trials, which this is the last Cloister Trials, guys. We are approaching the end of Tidus's story. That it's just a shape matching game. But it's fine. I'm glad in a way. It's also disappointing that it doesn't have the Cloister Trials music, but it keeps up with the whatever music this is. Now, I accidentally stepped on that, but handily enough it was right. This is the only one I didn't have to edit, because I got this one right first time. So we got 4 reds, 2 blues, and a green. It's the green at the bottom. It's the blue by the door, and the blue just here. And the reds are easy to pick up as you go along. So right here. That green. The red beside it. Decided to ignore it, I guess. Oh, I already had the top corner. Yeah, you see? Past me is smarter than current me who's recording this commentary. So, that's all of those done. So now what we're going to do is grab these spheres. We can take the Killicus sphere. That turns off the lights. Here's why you want to wait to do it. We bring that in here and put it in the pedestal on the left side of the room. And great, it slides into the wall. And another piece of the floor lights up. Perfect. So now we head out of there, grab the Besaid sphere. And it's pretty obvious we're just going to put it into the other pedestal back in the first room. And it's going to light up the last circle or hexagon or whatever shape they are, I can't remember, of that floor piece. They are hexagons, yes. Alright, so it's going to play us a little song. Boom. Boom. It's like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So there we go. Spooky light emanates from the floor as we approach Lady Yunalesca. Alright, so we have to fight a relatively difficult boss now, so I do recommend you save your game. There's a reason they give you a save point here. It's not just for shits and giggles. This boss, he's not difficult, but he's gimmicky. He can inflict berserk. He can kill your party in one hit if you are badly positioned, and I'll explain what I mean by that. So I guess the key is just equip some berserk-proof gear if you can. It's not going to be the end of the world if you can't. He did wipe me once. This was my second attempt fighting him, but I am showing you now. A little embarrassing to admit that he beat me once, because in all the times I played the game, he's never killed me before. I was just careless. So he's the Spectral Keeper. He's got 52,000 HP, 8,000 for an overkill. I did not get the overkill because I decided to save my Aeons for the next boss, which is coming just after him, but not in this video. So what you can do is with the trigger command you can position your characters. Now this is not the ideal positioning. You want 2 behind him and 1 in front of him. Good choices for in front of him are Orin and I guess Kimari. Lulu can do it too because she's got very high evasion, but I prefer Orin because whoever's in front of him, unless they're berserk proof, they are going to get berserk. Orin with berserk is no loss because he's a damage dealer anyway, and it's only going to increase his damage output. But if you get Lulu caught in berserk, she's just going to be smacking him with her Moogle doll every turn, and it's going to be pointless. So what you want to do immediately is cast Protect on several clues. Now right there, Lulu's berserk. So she's out of the fight essentially. Now I could cast Isuna on her. Isuna on her, but I don't know if that's worth it or not. But Lulu, Yuna and Rocker are now in good positions. So I'm going to take the time to cast Haste on Yuna. Just keeping everyone alive, keeping everyone with Protect, keeping everyone not dead is very important. So he counterattacks with that. So you can see what I mean by dodging it with Lulu. But, you know, it's no big deal. So there's Isuna. Obviously I did think it was worth it. He switched to Tidus for Berserk Tail, but it didn't inflict Berserk, which is very nice. He cast Berserk. No, cast Protect, sorry, on Tidus. And just attack. Tidus can take a hit. So there's that big swing. Does a lot of damage if it hits. That's through Protect, remember. That's still 1,000 damage. So this is really a war of attrition. This enemy has very high health, and I am not sure if Armor Break works on him. I don't think it does. Try it if you want. It does the same damage as an attack anyway. But so with that 52,000 hit points, he takes a while to kill. I'll cast Regen on Yuna. I'm glad I did. Now she managed to avoid getting Berserk there. It's the Lucid Ring she has Berserk Ward. But not Proof. So she could have been Berserked. So you gotta be careful. So, bring Yuna in. Why? Why did I do this? Cura on herself. Just I decided to leave her standing there. That's fine. Because I'm turning him around. Nope. So yeah, that's something you have to be aware of. When you hit him, he's going to counterattack against whoever's standing in front of him. So you can hit him in the back, he'll still attack whoever's in front of him. You know, he turns around when he decides to use Berserk Tail on somebody. So I'm just going to use Scan on him to give Kimahri something to do. I don't think I've shown Scan on screen anyway. So it gives you an idea of what they do. So he can use a Glyph Mine, which is an instant KO, and you have to move to an adjacent panel when it appears. He hasn't used it yet, but when he does, I will explain in more detail. Ugh. He's a very boring boss, because you spend more turns moving around than you do attacking him. So cast Regen on Tidus. Now Kimahri is berserked, which kind of sucks because I wanted to get him out of there because he's rubbish. But you know, it doesn't take long to quickly cast Isuna, restore him to his senses. Let him be the whipping boy because really, who cares about Kimahri? So he's dead, but you know, it takes no time to cast life and bring him back. But instead I decided I'll just bring in Wakka. Get an attack in, because Wakka's quite strong. It's only 2,000 damage though. So with Kimahri dead, he's just attacking nothing. But here's the Glyph Mine. So you can see there's a mine under Tidus and a mine under Wakka. And you can see on the timeline, the Glyph Mines are there. There's boss 1 and boss 5 because they're on Glyph 1 and Glyph 5. So you can see when they're going to blow up. You just have to move the character before they do. Now Wakka, unfortunately, is berserked, so I can't move him up there. What I can do to save him is bring Yuna in, and well, yeah, use a summon. Not a grand summon because I want to save my overdrives for the next boss, but it pulls everyone out, and you're safe. The Glyph Mines will still go off, but as you can see, we're now on a separate glyph. Well, you'll see in a sec. We're now up on, yeah, not even a glyph. Some piece of rock that happened to be there. So I'll just go in. I'm using Veilfor because I don't really care if Veilfor dies or anything. And it is going to die, it doesn't have a lot of health. But, you know. There, the Glyph Mines are gone. But we'll still take the time to keep attacking with Veilfor because there's no point in going back to that yet. There's now a Glyph Mine below Veilfor, which will kill him, no matter what. Unless you dismiss him first. But it doesn't really matter. This thing's doing 2 attacks in a row, and Veilfor's dead. So, you know. We brought him up there to save Wakka. Don't really care about Veilfor's overdrive, because we've got a few more stocked. So it doesn't matter if he dies. We're safe. That Glyph Mine is still there, but it's off on that other rock, so we're safe from that as well. So now I'm going to use life on Kimahri, so I can get him out of there. Bring in someone more useful. So there's the Glyph Mine off in the distance, exploding. Not a big deal. Berserk Wakka, as you can see, he does 1,000 damage extra, which is very nice. Kimahri was lucky to survive that. We are going to get rid of him in a sec. So now he's facing Wakka, which is not so good. He's also facing Yuna, so we want to move her. But since Yuna's got nearly 3,000 health there, she can take it. So we're going to heal up Waka. Here's another glyph mine, so luckily the boss decided not to attack that turn, and we're just going to move Yuna away. Waka can stay where he is, he's quite safe. But I'm going to use Isuna anyway, because you can see I've got quite a few turns before I need to move. So I'm not too worried. Now here's Orin, finally in. To do some damage. Gotta move Yuna. Doesn't matter too much where you move it. Behind the boss is ideal, but not directly behind him. You don't want to put two characters next to each other. I can't really think why, but you just don't, trust me. So now, I'm going to put haste on Orin, and we're going to start doing as much damage as we can and just beat him down. So now Yuna is berserk, because our Lucid Ring failed us, which is bad, obviously, because we don't want Yuna getting walloped like that. But it has happened, so I can use a remedy, which I'm going to do, because keeping Yuna alive is quite important in this fight. So there's our remedy. That glyph mine explodes harmlessly. Yuna hasn't got much health left, but luckily she gets a turn just before the boss and can use Curaga on herself. Kind of overkill. Waste of MP, you might say, but I've got a lot of MP, so it's fine. Luckily he has switched back to Orin. Failed to cast Berserk on him, or inflict Berserk rather. But Orin does a lot of damage anyway, so it's good. He also takes a lot of damage. So I'm going to take time to... What am I doing? Haste on Tidus, I guess. Why not? So now we got time to heal Orin and hopefully cast Protect on him as well if I am as smart as I think I am. Yes, there we go. Since the goal now is to have Orin just stand there and wallop your man until he's dead. So again, we're just going to use Cura, because Curaga is overkill. Cures more health than they actually have. But there we go, that should be enough. I'll just attack. Whittle him down. Might take a while. We might have to go through a few more glyph mine cycles, but we'll get him eventually. Trying armor break, and he's immune. So that's unfortunate. It does mean he takes a long time to kill. But whatever. So more glyph mines placed. One under Tidus, one under Orin. That's annoying. No chance to move Orin before they go off either. As you can see on the turn order box in the corner there. We can do something with Tidus. Remove him, that's pointless, because I'm going to have to summon to keep Orin alive. So, you'll see now, I'm going to summon. Or not. Am I just going to let him die? I guess I'm letting him die. Not sure where the tactics are in that. I'll steal something. So they're going to explode. Oh, he just got another turn. So I guess now I'm going to summon. Yeah. So just summon Ifrit, or Bahamut, or whoever you want. Someone who has enough health to survive the boss until the glyph mines have exploded, and then you can dismiss it. Because again, we want to save any overdrives that we have for the next boss. So he's coming over here now. Counterattack. But Ifrit's got quite high HP, so there we go. Glyph mine is gone. We're safe to go back to the main field of the boss fight. There's now a glyph mine under Ifrit. And it will go off on the next turn. Oh, I guess I've decided to use Hellfire. Hellfire caps out at 9999 damage. So, yeah. Maybe I was more confident for the next boss than I feel now. Because I haven't actually fought it yet. I'm going to fight it tonight. But yeah, that's fine. So Ifrit's dead as well. We'll have a chance to save before the next boss, don't worry. So you will have the Aeons. But they won't last long against the next boss. So now he's got 14,000 health left. 11,000 health left, and so on. Let's see, we'll have him dead in a couple more turns. So, let's cure Orin again. Excuse me. Bring in Waka, because he does a bit more damage than Tidus. That counter-attack him, we can take it because we're tough guys. Berserk Tail on Orin. Orin is now Berserk, which will speed things up a little bit more because he'll do extra damage now. The Glyph Mine on the rock has exploded, but we don't care about that. Alright, so it's just a matter of keeping Orin topped up. Look at that, 5,500. He's like one hit away from death. So I guess we're not too worried. Cura. He's got 3,000 health. So next attack from Orin will kill him. Waka would kill him if he got a crit. He's not going to. But if we attack with Spiral Cut, why not? I was hoping to get the overkill. Didn't work out. Didn't even finish him off. But, you know, whatever. That's his high defense for you. Now he's dead. So that's the Spectral Keeper boss. Not the worst in the game. But tough. Kinda out of nowhere to have a boss with such a weird strategy. But he's dead. And if you follow my advice, you'll beat him too. Maybe not the first time, but eventually. Because he's tricky. Just don't be afraid to use a remedy if Yuna gets hit with Berserk. Because it will screw you over if you can't heal through that fight. So this is it.
The hall of the final summoning.
Pretty exciting.
Go.
Yes.
We'll all go with you though, don't worry. She's trying to say yes as fast as the Japanese would say hi, 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 hi. Can't do it. It's got a long yes. Yes. There's our AP. Some level 4 key spheres. A weapon with lightning strike and water strike for Riku. We don't want that.
What do you mean, no final layout?
Project is giving out.
Sir Orin! Everyone!
Yes? I guess we're going down. That's fine. Prepare yourself before you head into the next area, because there is a very difficult boss. And if you don't watch my next video, pick up the Sun Crest before you leave after beating her. It's very important. Thank you, and smell you later.